Hey guys, today we'll be talking about access. So to install or upgrade your package and update metadata, you need access to the org, which is obvious, but we constantly get these questions, so we need to clarify this point. And one more kinda obvious thing is that the profile permissions need to be correct. The two permissions aside, those that you see on the screen now, you need everything that your package deals with on. So as a rule of thumb, just use the admin profile if you can, or whatever you used before Zuppio. Same rules will apply permission-wise. Super important note before we start, Zuppio uses standard connected app and OAuth flow, which you see on the screen now. It's secure and it's an industry standard, and your credentials cannot be accessed by anyone in any way. With that out of the way, let's talk about how Zuppio handles access and authorization. Now we're in the Zuppio organizations tab. We only got two orgs and we need more. So if we got the credentials, we just click on the authorization button. Now we choose whether it's a production org or a sandbox, and we click authorize. We are now redirected to the Salesforce login page, and we choose which org we need. In my case, it's this one. We log in, and now it's done, and we're back in the Zuppio organizations tab. We see the message that the authorization was successful, and we got it here. What you want to do is you want to name it the way that is descriptive, that you later can understand what is this org and why it is even here. I want to call it target 1. Now, if we do not have the credentials, if we need to ask our clients for the credentials, we want to use the request access feature. We click the button and we're here. Here we can add access request. We specify the org name. This is just something arbitrary, something that will help you understand and something that will help your client understand what the org is. So name it descriptively. We want to call it Konstantin's production org. The recipient name is Konstantin as well, and the recipient email. And we see that in the email body the changes were made to reflect what we put in these fields, and we can also add a comment. Please grant access as we discussed, because it's always a good idea to discuss the changes that you want to make with the client, before you actually do them. And then we click add. Now we got our access request. We can add more should we need to, but for now we skip that step and click next. This is the summary, and we make sure that everything is correct, and we click request access. Now Konstantin should receive an email requesting access through Zuppio, and this is the one, Zuppio access request. We see the same email that we just composed and sent, and there is a link. We click the link and we are redirected to the Zuppio request access page. From here we got several options, one of which is access type. This is an important one. There is a hint. Full access allows you to do everything, and you can log in through Zuppio and do things manually in the org should you require to. Limited access only allows incoming changes through Zuppio, and we opt to select limited for now. This is organization type, production or sandbox. We agree with the privacy policy and we grant access. Again, we are redirected to the Salesforce login page. We select this one, we log in. We are on the Zuppio success page, which tells us that we can revoke access. This is the client's perspective, and client can revoke this access anytime. These are the instructions to revoke access. Let's get back to the Zuppio organization tab. And we can see request access history. Konstantin's production org is authorized successfully with the limited access type. And now we have it. We can go ahead and start creating jobs, steps, and deploying things that we need. And the last feature I want to discuss now is mass access request. For this one I had to move my camera to the right. So Zuppio is designed to work with your LMA and environment hub. And should it be installed into an org with LMA or hub, it will pull all the orgs into Zuppio organizations. And of course they will not be authorized automatically. What you want to do is you want to create mass access requests for the orgs that you want to update through Zuppio. Here we can see that we got two unauthorized LMA organizations. We go ahead and we create request access, and naturally there can be hundreds of orgs like that. It's not an issue. You can send requests to the hundreds. Keep in mind though that these access requests are sent out through Salesforce, and be mindful of your limits. So we move the orgs to the right, we click next. We get this prompt here that not all the required fields were filled in, so we can edit this quickly here. Go ahead and click save. Here we can see all the orgs that will receive the email that will request access. We make sure that everything is correct. We go ahead and click next. Look at the summary, again make sure that everything is correct, and we click request access. I will not be doing this now because it's live data and we don't want to send access requests, but you already saw the email that people receive. This will be exactly the same thing. And that's it. That's how you work with accesses using Zuppio. Please let me know if you need your questions answered, and thanks for watching. Bye.